Today we are taking a look at a coin which I think a lot of people have been sleeping on recently. It's called Luna and it exists on the Terra blockchain. So let's do some technical analysis and make some price predictions on where we could see this coin go. How's it going, guys? Brian here and welcome back to another crypto video, and we're taking a look at Luna today, which is a coin that exists on the Terra blockchain. We're going to perform some technical analysis on it and make some predictions as always on where we can see the price go in the next few days, weeks and months. But before we get into that, guys, remember to give this video a thumbs up. It helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe for more cryptocurrency investing, stock market and wealth management content. If that sort of thing interests you, that's what we're all about here on this channel. I'd also love to know if you've heard of Luna before down in the comments section below, and if so, do you hold any or are you planning to buy any? So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Welcome into CoinSpot, guys. If you want to buy crypto, I have a referral link down in my bio, so check it out. If Luna is something that interests you, it is definitely a good place to have a look at purchasing this coin. So let's actually take a good look at what Luna is doing now. And obviously the first thing that is really obvious is we've had the big dip. And this has been as a direct result of the entire crypto market. Obviously, we have been seeing every single coin we look at, there is a big drop at this point. And quite simply, it's not because of individual coins themselves. We have received this massive dip due to the whole market going down. And that's okay. But we can determine some things going forward with this. And the first thing I want to focus on when looking at that is the volume. Look at the volume on that drop. There is nothing special about it at all. And that is really important because that means we've seen a large drop in our value of this coin, but it's not being driven by a dump. And that is what is key. When you see a dump of a coin, that is when you should get worried. In fact, what we're seeing over here is massive increases in volume. I can't draw that section, unfortunately, but this area in here, there we go. Huge increase in volume through buying on green days. The red days, as you can see, as we move along this area, are significantly less. Big green days once again here. Then the worst day that we've had is a tiny red day. It doesn't even compare to the other red days we had previously. That is very, very important to keep in mind when we are looking at this coin, because it's not been dumped. Yes, it has dropped in value, but that does not mean that it is a crap coin. Always look at the fundamentals, guys. People sell, buy for whatever reasons, but keep that in the back of your head. Obviously, we're just looking at the technicals in this video, but it is a relevant point to keep in the back of your mind. So obviously we are looking at I think we're on the daily chart right now. Yep, perfect. As we can see, obviously down there, what we want to do is put some initial factors in play. So the first thing which I always love to do is identify the clear areas of resistance and support. So as we can see here, we have had a lot of price action within the February period at this region, and that is sort of the same value as where the price is hanging around now in May. So basically it's a very good idea to work out, okay, we've had a lot of price action in this region. I'm actually going to probably put the line here because it goes through the most candles. There's been the most price action and it is a relatively stable point. So if we just draw this one in here, leave that line there, let's copy this and let's establish the resistance point, which I think for the time being is going to be around about here. So we've actually dipped and entered into a new trading sort of range where we have seen historical price action occurring. Obviously not much has actually occurred in the region itself, but we can see we have a strong level of support here which hopefully does not get breached, If it does get breached, that is cause to worry a bit more about the price. But hopefully what we'll see here is, as we can see, there was a slight little bounce from that area that lines up a bit more with the top end of that sort of range, and then it has gone in an upwards direction today, and hopefully will continue to increase. Let's just take a deeper look and go to the hourly. As you can see, we've still got our lines there. We may actually be heading back down to retest this sort of region. That is absolutely fine, and obviously, as I've said before guys, this has been driven really significantly by the drop in cryptos overall. We're seeing these massive decreases here of small volume because all that's happened is people are not buying. People are scared to buy. People are waiting for the crypto market to bottom out. So that's what we are seeing here. You can see the bigger dump actually occurred in this area here, and the price didn't actually react too badly. It went down ever so slightly. Obviously then it continued to do so, but the volume after that point was insignificant. So let's take this back out to the daily and take a good look at what else we can expect to see. So let's see if we can chart a line to see why this dump, I suppose, occurred, or the lack of buying. It's not a dump, guys. So let's take the pinnacle, which would have been about here, and then if we chart this, we can clearly see that, yeah, we've taken a hit on the trend. So this has occurred right here. We've got the price action, we've touched it, we broke through, which was great. We've seen this on a few other coins which rallied a bit after the initial sort of deterioration of the crypto market overall, and we saw it go through, but unfortunately then it continued in that downwards stream. Now what I would say is we did establish, I suppose, a little bit of a channel here. It's a bit harder to see, not much going on, but there was a bit of a channel that was formed here. It tried to, I suppose, break through that channel, break through the other end of the downtrend, but unfortunately this did not occur. So let's try and mark ourselves. Yeah, that's a good point there. That is probably the bottom region of our downtrend. As well, as you can see, it's relatively even in spacing. We've entered this bottom area of the downtrend channel. So hopefully what we're going to see, fingers crossed, is a bounce. And if a bounce does occur, the bounce would then effectively allow us to try and get back into the top range of the downtrend channel and go up this way. We've got to get through this point first, then it would go there. If not, where are we going to see the coin go if it's not going in this direction? Well, that's where you can get a bit more worried, I think, guys. Obviously it's going to either break this point, which is not ideal, or hopefully this holds, because this is strong. Because as you can see over on this side, we have had a lot of price action here in the past, which means there's been a lot of trading. So my theory would be that this holds, and in fact, instead of trading downwards, we're actually going to trade sideways in this channel that's effectively formed before hopefully basing out and then effectively going back up. Now, this could take days, this could take weeks, this could take months, and it's not going to be dictated by the coin itself. It's going to be dictated by the overall crypto market. So we really need to just wait and see what happens in that regard. I just want to start adding in a few more different elements to also assist with our technical analysis. So one of my favorites is the MACD, which will effectively help us see changes in the direction of the price. You can see when we had a cross here, the price started deteriorating, and as you can see, when it crossed upwards again, the price actually recovered a bit, but it wasn't a strong cross. It crossed straight back and we started going down. What we will be looking for a reversal is seeing this blue line cross above that red line as well, and because it's taken such a sharp dip, I would expect to see that when it does recover, it will come up relatively sharply, especially if we do see an increase in the volume of buyers coming in and getting into this coin. There are a lot of bargains at the moment on the crypto market, but I think people are waiting for prices to base out the crypto market, to level out, there's a lot of uncertainty still, so obviously we're going to see uncertain buyers, and as a result a lack of volume. Something else I also like to look at is the relative strength index. Basically, just to explain this briefly, this is the region it should be trading in, right? If we drop below this mark here, the 30 points, then effectively we are classed as being oversold, and if we are above the 70 point right here, we are classed as being overbought. So if we just look a bit back historically, you can see that when we entered this overbought region, the price sort of plateaued out until we entered the main trading range, and then obviously the buying started coming back in, and then we dipped back down when we were really peaking. We were overbought by that stage. Then it started deteriorating overall, and unfortunately you can see that we kept going. But this is a really good indicator to show that effectively right now this coin is very oversold. Luna is ready for, I suppose, a comeback from a strength point of view. You can see we've got a few factors which are going to line up. We've got a base, we have hopefully this blue line eventually curving upwards, and we have this oversold which needs to move back into the key trading area and show a bit more strength. So we've got three factors there that could help us influence, from a technical point of view, an increase in the price within the next few weeks, hopefully. I'd love to know if you guys have any other thoughts on this chart as well, so make sure you let me know as well. And that's the technical analysis for the day on Luna, guys. If you're interested in me maybe looking at more of the fundamental aspects of the coin, make sure you let me know, because it's something I would be interested in doing, and if there's an appetite for it, then I'll absolutely have a good look at it. If you enjoyed today's video, please remember to leave a thumbs up. It helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate all the support so much recently. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. And subscribe if you haven't done so already to see more of this sort of content. We cover crypto, stocks, investing, and wealth management in general. You guys have increased in subscribers significantly. It's been awesome. I really appreciate it. And I'd love to know as well, of course, your thoughts on Luna in the comments section below. And obviously, as I said before, if you want me to look at some of the more fundamental factors when it comes to looking at Luna as a coin and the Terra blockchain. And with that, guys, I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.